Faith. I'm writing an adult literary fiction novel about a girl who goes to therapy, and then we watch that relationship. But today's video is about me just like talking about shows I've been watching in the past 3 months. The last time I made this video was like 3 months ago. It's not exactly 3 months. I was supposed to make this by end of September, but I'm making it now. I might end up stopping if like one of my roommates come in and I'm just like, this is awkward filming, so like whatever, I might do that. But like, let's just start off with the shows / movies I've watched, and then I'll just give you a little bit of a review on them. So the first thing we have is Grownish. Grownish is about, I think we all know what Grownish is about. Well, actually, what am I talking about? No. Okay, Grownish is about this college student named Zoe, and she basically, what does she do? Of us, I guess the beginning didn't matter because like I just like talking about shows, so I'm just gonna talk about them. Okay, so basically Zoe's this selfish person who just like, oh yeah, plus let me tell you where I am in the show, and then that'll like, I'll have spoilers in this video. Yeah. Okay, so and like you can skip around to like the shows you've watched or you don't care about watching, so you just like are fine with having spoilers. Okay, so Grownish, I'm on season like 5. I haven't finished season 5. Like, I'm on what's called Junior's POV, but basically Grownish, we have Zoe, and we just follow her throughout college. So me and my sister were watching this because like I was going to college, and like it just sounded like a fun thing to watch before I went to college. Anyways, my opinions on the show, you know what, towards the end, towards like 4th season, I didn't really like Zoe because I thought like Zoe was just like, I don't know, she was selfish, and it was getting annoying, like her not having any character development. Like and then I hated Aaron. Like, I'm so sorry, like I cannot stand Aaron. Like Aaron and her, like the first time I watched this show, because I didn't watch this show like back when I was like in 7th grade or something, I liked Aaron. But then like this time around, like watching it with my sister, and like my sister doesn't like Aaron, so then it became a whole thing. So now I just hate him too, and I wanted Luca and Zoe to end up together. I just didn't like that whole thing. So there's that. Yeah, so I just didn't like that whole thing. And the Zoe thing, she became so annoying 4th season. Another thing, okay, let's actually just like go through characters and just like start talking about them. Okay, so first off, we have that white girl, what's her name? She was by, to be honest with you, I think they ruined that whole thing, like them going to like Yale or something. I was like, okay, bro, what are we doing? Oh yeah, Jazz, she should have ended up with Doug. I'm not even gonna lie. Plus, when Doug dated that like little girl, like who was like a freshman, like Doug was a senior and he was dating a freshman, I said, bro, are we like I was like, okay, are we not gonna say anything? But you know, this show just doesn't like saying things about certain things, which I hate that glare. Let me try to. Anyways, this column, I hate that whole thing because I'm just like, bro, I don't want to like I'm trying to make it like the glare go away. I don't think it is. But anyways, that whole thing, that's just like I didn't like that. But anyways, I'm liking, what's his name again, Junior's POV better than Zoe's, because like I feel like Junior is a more neutral character. He has more to bring to the show. What I do not like is the fact that I feel like Junior is gonna get it with that like black activist girl, which I don't know how this show turns like a black activist person into just like the most annoying person to exist. Like when it came to Aaron, like Aaron was a weirdo. Like honestly, he did a bunch of weird stuff, and it's just like, bro, I don't know what is up with the show. I feel like he's gonna end up with her, and it's just like, bro, I don't want that to happen. But like I feel like Junior is more of a neutral character. He isn't like this really selfish person like Zoe is. I like the cast. I like how the cast has dark skinned black people in it, and I really like it. Yeah. So the next thing we have is Snowfall. Snowfall, I just finished Snowfall. So Snowfall is about this guy named Franklin Saint, which, okay, I started off from like the 2nd season or something, because like I watched the show beforehand. I was just watching 1 episode at a time. Like I liked the show, it's just like it was too many seasons and I didn't want to watch it. So anyways, my sister ended up spoiling everything for me because I was like, okay, just give me the spoilers. But then I was like, okay, I really want to watch this show then. So there's gonna be spoilers in this again. There's just like everything else. But yeah, my opinions on Snowfall. Okay, so Snowfall is okay. So basically, the main character, I guess, like from my very vague memory, Franklin starts off as this person like he can't kill anyone. He can't, like he's very much like a good person, and then like at the very end, like he's gone rogue or something. Like, so basically that's what Snowfall is. Yeah, and like I guess we watched his downfall, which I really like this story structure. I like this negative character arc. Like I really like that. And when my sister was describing it, that's why I decided to just like watch it again, because I was like, bro, are you sure Franklin did that? Like the Franklin I knew from the first season did that? Like that doesn't sound like Franklin. But anyways, I really like that negative arc. So like I guess let's go through some characters, talk about how I feel about them. And yeah, okay, so first off, Franklin, let's just talk a little about Franklin. Okay, so I feel like his big, like, he was just killing everyone in sight was like season 6, which I was like, okay, like he low-key like needed to stop. But like, yeah, he was doing that. Plus I don't know, Franklin, I started liking him. Like he started doing stuff that made me go like, bro, what are you doing? Like, for example, like him trying to get his money back, I was like, bro, you're free. Like just run away. Just like let go, leave the money alone. Second off, the him like doing that whole thing with his family, like going after his family. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like how are you guys going to be shooting at each other? And then once like at the end, what's his name again, the uncle dies, and then he's like, oh my gosh, and then everyone's sad, but it's like, bro, you were trying to kill your uncle, like whatever. Plus a bunch of people are blaming Louis. I feel like I'm always like on that side where I'm always like defending people, because like, you know, I feel like I should put this windows up, but I'm always defending people because like I feel like people give too many people like not enough grace and stuff. Wait, I just realized something. I feel like it's better not to have a glare if I like the whole thing is darker. I just realized that I could just do that. Let's try it out. I don't know if I'm like blurry. I probably am, but whatever. Yeah, so like, yeah, so everyone's blaming Louis, but like Louis explains her POV and why she's just like this power hungry person. So basically beforehand she was like a prostitute or something, and then like her being at the top is just like the respect she just wants, because like she's always said that all she wants is respect. And it's like I think we're all forgetting that, like that's all she wanted. And it's just like she explains it over and over again. It's like, I don't think it's getting through your thick skulls why she did what she did. It's like, yeah, was I mad at Louis? Yes, but like let's not act like she was just like this power hungry, money hungry person for absolutely no reason. Like she explained why she's this power hungry, money hungry person. Like she explained that. And like even especially like remember that scene with Louis and like that girl that she was dating, like how like when they got in that fight, like how that whole thing was about, like it was always about respect. It was always about like how people treated her, how people respected her, how people, like she has always wanted that. And I feel like we forget that. Another person, Leon was, he was good. I don't know, I feel like there's so much to the show. It's like there is so much. Oh yeah, let's talk about the uncle, bro. I started crying when the uncle died. Like I knew he would die because like my sister told me he'd die, but like, bro, I feel like he was just like the best person. And then he died and I was like, yeah, wait, let me think about him. Okay, yeah, cause it's like he was like, bro, I want out. And it's like the whole foreshadowing that he was gonna die, because everyone was like, oh yeah, they always end up dying or whatever. And then also like I think Javi died before this, or Avi died before that. And like we were seeing like all the older OG people dying. So like it was like we already knew that he was gonna die, but like, you know, it was sad. Then we had the wife person. Yeah, of course he left you, Franklin. Like, bro, let's be so fair. Like, then we have the mom. She pissed me off. She pissed me off every single second of the way. Like I hated her every single second. First off, in like beforehand she was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna support my son. It's just like she first off, you killed her. Just got, it reminds me of that meme, like 10 seconds, all you had to do was wait for 10 seconds. Yeah, because all she had to do was wait for 10 seconds, and people were like making up this whole reason. No, that lady was just a little bit, like, it would have been better if he were in jail than the broke life he's living. Like, guys, let's just not like pretend that she was done a favor, whatever. Yeah. Then wait, what else? Who else was in the cast? Yeah, the mom. I didn't really like her. Let's talk about that reporter. I hated her. I hated everyone who was trying to bring it to life. Which, looking back at it, I'm just like, bro, this was a real life case. And it's like, technically speaking, like, that was like, we're on the villain side for no reason. Like, these people, they do need to do this stuff, and they do need to like uncover it. But I was like, oh my gosh, no. And I also hated that dad. When his dad died, okay, see, I feel like, especially like before like the 6th season, potentially even the 5th season, people made Franklin kill her. Like, I'm telling you guys, because why was that police officer person going like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do anyway, that I'm gonna snitch on. It's just like, these people, they were like, oh my gosh, Franklin, you would never do that, you do never. And then it's like, he would. And then it's like, that was actually on them. That was actually on them. Like, everyone before like season 5 that Franklin killed, it was on them. Like, they were asking for it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, they, like, he would give them an out and then they wouldn't take it. And it's like, guys, why would you not take it? I don't know. Take it. Who else was there on the cast? There was the mom, there was and especially the uncle. I did miss the uncle, because like when the uncle, like back in the like 1st season, when they were just like had this fun little relationship, and it was like Franklin was like this like person who was just like underneath, like, who had to take his uncle's advice and stuff, and then it's just like became whatever. So there's that. Leon, there was nothing to say about Leon. He had a positive arc. He was what Franklin should have been. Oh, Teddy was an evil man. He was just evil. Like, okay, Teddy, I didn't even understand him either. Like, when he started doing the, like, I low-key looked back at Teddy and I was like, bro, what was that? Like, okay, like, first off, he starts doing the cocaine or something, and then he also starts, what else? He starts doing that. He also starts dating this girl, which I was like, bro, what the that whole scenario, I was just like, bro, what is going on? Like, I don't know, the character, it wasn't, but whatever. Okay, I guess the thing that really needs to be said about him was the fact that it was called, when he took all the money, like, yeah, that was selfish, like, bro. And then he was acting like Franklin wouldn't do anything. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, he's just annoyed me. Yeah, I hated Teddy just, like, I don't even know what was wrong with him. Like, I think a lot of people on TikTok have like a better explanation of them, like how they're like the same person or something. But yeah, people have better explanations of that whole thing. I don't really have an explanation. I just really hated Teddy, because I was just like, bro, you had to take all of his money. Like, that's be so for real. Okay, let's go on to the next show, Queen Sugar. I didn't end up finishing it. I finished the 1st season, which I didn't finish the 1st season the last time I updated you guys, and I don't remember my thoughts about the 1st season. I stopped watching the show. Why did I stop watching the show? Because like, I think I watched like 1 episode of the 2nd season. I stopped watching the show because it's just boring. It's just boring. Like, I don't know any other way to say it. I looked on TikTok and like, I hate characters who make the same mistake over and over again. Like, for example, whoever that reporter like lady is, like, I don't remember her name, Violet or just something like that. I didn't like her character 1st season, and then people are like, oh yeah, she keeps making the same mistake. I hate characters that do that. Like, it's like, I cannot stand that. Like, stop making the same mistake. Like, you just keep doing the same thing, and it's just like, we're going over and over and over again. It's like, I'm not fighting a character for this. So I stopped watching it because I was just like, bro, you're boring. Like, the show isn't like boring, but it's just like, it's not worth coming back to. And then like that whole like figuring out that she's gonna stay the same ass at the end. then we have Project Runway. I love Project Runway. Like, I started watching it on like Tubi. That's so funny. But I mean, Tubi or whatever. Some time ago, and I was watching like the first season. The first season was actually like really crazy. Like, I don't know. The first season of Project Runway was so weird. And then I remember like this episode where someone was like telling this person who was styling this black model to just like put her hair in like do some blonde hair or whatever, like put her in a blonde wig, and I was like, bro, what the like, I don't know, they were crazy back in the days. But I'm watching the current season, which is on Hulu right now, and here are my opinions. The fandom, I low-key don't like y'all. Like, I don't like y'all on TikTok. Like, y'all are kind of weird. Like, going like, oh my gosh, Utica or whatever needs to be the only winner. And I'm just like, guys, like, I don't know how to say this, but I think it's a bunch of, let me not say what I want to say, but I think it's, no, let me calm down. I wish I never understood what the fandom was in the first place, because y'all make me very, very mad. Like, first, I low-key think y'all racist. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna call it out as what I think it is. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, first off, I'm fine with those twins. I just am like, everyone really yells, everyone really does this whole thing where they just like, I don't know, where they're just like that. Then also, I feel like you guys just like loving freaking that person, and then just like y'all are like, oh my gosh, it was called, I don't know, okay, like, I think Utica is the drag queen and then Ethan is the person, right? So let's just say Ethan, whatever. So Ethan, and then y'all are like, oh my gosh, he's the only good designer on this show, unlike everyone else. It's like, bro, there are good designers on this show. Like, let's just stop placing that man. Like, it's just like everything that y'all can do. And I was like, guys, like, y'all are pissing me off. Like, just actually say how you feel about each of the outfits, and then we can go on from there. I do not like your glazing ways out there, because it's just like, bro, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, there's no other better designer. Like, only a drag queen could be a good designer. I'm like, guys, there are black people right there. Like, stop. No, honestly, because, you know, I remember everyone black, so it's just like, when some non-black person is viewed for, I'm just like, but you know what, y'all can have that. But I'm also just like, guys, who do I think should be the winner? I don't know. It's either one of the brothers. I do agree that one of the brothers low-key needs to leave. I think it's Antonio needs to leave, and then Jesus, the one who's good. And I feel like Antonio, like, he's got a lot of chances, and it's just like he ruined each and every one of them. So like, I do think he needs to leave. But like, Jesus is a good designer, and it's like, yeah. And then I feel like, you know what, who should win? I don't even know who should win. I just like looking at the designs and just like seeing what it is. Whatever, I don't really have an opinion on that, I guess. Then the next show I watched was The Next Step. I think I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of this. I haven't been watching The Next Step because I've been watching like Snowfall, because I watched like basically the whole season throughout this like 3-month period. So like, I haven't watched The Next Step much. So there's nothing really to say except like, we're in this like new place. It's 5th season. Yeah, I should have said like what season I was on, but whatever, around the 5th season. And basically Emily has gone back to her old ways, which I'm just like, this show forgot about the character development. Like, I'm telling you, development. Why do I say development? Development. Okay, this show has forgot about the development of Emily. I don't know. They have completely forgot about that. They threw it away, and then they put Emily as the girl she was back in the days, and it's making me so mad, because Emily, she was my favorite character. Like, as I said, like, looking, because especially when you watch it like as an adult, it's just like, bro, Emily was just like, she was that girl. She was just like an amazing character. And then rewatching the show now, I'm just like, Emily, what are you doing? Like, I'm trying to defend her, but then she says some things, and I'm just like, Emily, like, you stopped. Like, these, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, it needs to be stopped. Am I whispering? I'm probably Oopsies. Okay, then the next show we have is, oh, the next thing is a movie. I watched Hamilton with my friends here in college this Saturday, I think. Yeah, we watched it and we went to this great, it's called the movie theater, and I watched it for the first time. I actually really liked the movie. Like, honestly, I've been like singing all the songs, like listening to the music. Like, my favorite songs on the playlist are is Wait for It, what is it, Burn. And I also watched Burn on TikTok. I really like that one. I just like one line of that song, which is like, when they whisper you scream. I don't know, something like that. I really liked that line. Everything else I understood why they said, like, the director or the writer didn't put that in, because they were like, oh my gosh, it's just like such an angry song, and just like, no, Hamilton wouldn't have been redeemable, because like it was like, oh, I see the way you look at my sister. It's like, okay, some of those things were not redeemable, so it's just like, okay, yeah, I understood that. And I really like the movie. Like, I'm low-key obsessed. Like, I've been listening to all the music, and yeah. Then we have Creed. I liked the movie. Again, I love movies about like people who play sports. I think that people who play sports, they feel like bigger than life. They feel like these people that like oh, that's also another thing I liked about Hamilton. Let me do a little go back to Hamilton, where it was called like, well, actually, this isn't like a go back. Let's just talk about Creed, where I like people who feel larger than life, and they just like feel like they are better than everyone else. Like, not like, obviously they're not, like, I don't know, there's just like something, I don't know, better about them. Like, I like people who just like, it feels like they do everything better than the average human. Like, I don't know, they just feel like they're just like these people who will end up in history books. Like, I like people like that, and I like stories about people like that. And I feel like when it comes to sports, trying to be the greatest, whatever sport you play, is just like, it's something that will land in the history books. And I loved it, and I loved how just like the classics of the story structure is. Like, basically we have the main character, he goes from trying to not live in his father's footsteps, shadow, but then he's also just like trying to become the greatest boxer. And then like we also watch his trainer who has cancer, like fighting that as he becomes better, and then the what's called person becomes worse, and then eventually he gets better, I think. I don't know. But yeah, I've just really liked that, and I just like, I'm telling you guys, like, when it comes to people who will just like feel like they are just like up here compared to other humans, I like it, because it's just like, it's just so classic. And I just feel like eventually I want to write a book like that, like where someone just feels like they are so just like, I don't know, beyond human. Like, they are just like so up there, they're so whatever, like that they're like, they're gonna end up in history books. Like, I want to write a character like that, because I just find that so interesting. And obviously I talked about how Curry Soto was back, had that, and I really like it. Then we have Wolverine. I watched like Wolverine. I watched like one of the movies. I'll put a picture here, just like I've been putting for everything else, hopefully. Let me breathe. But anyways, I watched Wolverine. It wasn't, I don't know, I don't even think it was called Wolverine. It's like an X-Men movie. Let me call it an X-Men movie before I embarrass myself. But like, it was like some X-Men movie, and I wasn't a fan of it. And actually, I think I did like it, but things, it's just like, I don't know, the movies, there's too many of them. It's just like with Creed, I feel like I'm going back. Okay, I don't know about sequels. I can never do sequels. Like, when it comes to like come back again, then it's just like we start to have a problem, because I don't like coming back and stuff. So yeah, I don't want to watch the next movie. Just like Creed, I want to watch the next movie, but it's just like, I just never have the time. It's just like, when it comes to movies, I always go for the next big thing instead of just like doing the sequel, because like sequels, I'm just not as big of a fan of them. then we have Love Island. I watched what's called Reunion. In the reunion, we watched everyone clear up everything. Let me hear. Like, I'm tired of the show. Like, I low key just like, I don't know, that reality TV thing. Like, it's just like, especially when it comes to real people. Like, honestly, it was ruined. Like, I feel like Love Island has made me realize that I do not want to watch reality type of things. Like, I don't like it. Like, I like it when people make things up. Like, I like stories about fictional characters because it can never be ruined. Like, you can't just ruin a character. Like, even in like Hamilton or whatever. Like, it's like, if you try to agree with someone, then you realize that these were real people, and then it's just like they do things that you don't agree with, and then so like now you sound crazy like agreeing with them when it's like you're talking about the piece of media and what happened in the piece of media. And when I say the piece of media for, I guess, Love Island was just that, which I guess is still more of a silly example, but like the show Love Island, like who was the best couple, like who was the worst. And I just feel like this whole like what happens after outside the villa is just like pissing me off, because it's just like, bro, I don't want to hear about this. And so like, you know what, that's my whole thing. I don't know, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Like, I don't like I am still actually, it's just, I don't follow people up, and it's just like I'm not trying to say anything about anyone before someone says like, oh my gosh, like this person did this person did this, and I was like, you did what? And now it's just like, bro, I can't even co-sign on you. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like everyone is trying to be like, oh my gosh, I'm correct, and then in saying I'm correct, they just like, wait, I'm correct, like this person did this, and then it's like the next second they don't do what you want them to do because they're real life people, and because of that they do whatever they want. Like, this isn't just like some show where you can just like have your opinion on the show, because the thing is, if they do something outside of the show, then it's just like that. It's like, I don't know, whatever. I'm trying to say something, don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't like it anymore. So like, whatever. So like, once that reunion happened, I watched it with my friends. I like my friend's dorm, and we watched it on our projector. It was fun. And I was also tired because like it was like I fell asleep at like 12. Well, I didn't fall asleep. We finished watching it at like 12 or something like that. So that was that. Then the last show we're going to be talking about is Washington Black. Washington Black is the show on Hulu. Okay, I'm excited to talk a little bit about this because I completely forgot about this. I'm going to watch more of it eventually. I just need to watch it. Like, I just haven't been watching it because I've been watching Snowfall. But in Washington Black, we follow someone. I don't remember what happens in the show. What I wanted to say about the show in general, I feel like, let's just say what I want to say. That guy, what's his name? The person who played Randall in This Is Us, like Sterling Black, or is it Sterling Brown? Sterling something. He doesn't feel like an older, like everyone else has these older accents. In fact, I don't even know if it's just like, if it's correct, because now I'm wondering if it's correct, but at least they sound like they could be from whatever time period this show is set in. But then we have whatever that character, who Sterling, whatever his last name is, and he doesn't sound like he's from an olden time, whatever time period it's supposed to be taking place in. He sounds like he's from today, and that's just like really pissing me off. And it's like, I don't know if this is just like what everyone else is thinking. I've just been thinking of it, and I'm just like, what's going on? But yeah, I don't know if that's just like going to be explained, and I only watched the first episode, so like I low-key can't talk about that whole thing. So yeah, so now let's talk a little bit about like what I want to watch from today forward. I want to watch more musicals, because I'm telling you, like Hamilton, like I'm obsessed. So I want to watch like Wicked. Wicked is the only musical I can think of, which I think they need to make more musicals, because I love musicals. Maybe I'll even do Dear Evan Hansen or something. I just love musicals, and just like every time I watch a musical, I'm always surprised by how much I love it, and I should be watching musicals. What else should I watch? I should also watch, let's see, more of this. Wait, no, more of. Oh, I do want to rewatch This Is Us. I'm not gonna watch it like right now because I just feel like I should like wait a year or two to watch it, or just like maybe even half a year. But like, I just really want to watch it. Like, I'm been itching to watch This Is Us again because like after watching Snowfall, it wasn't my favorite thing ever. Like, I just, well, obviously I really liked it, but like it's more of a show that my little sister likes, and like she was the one who was telling me to watch it because like that's her favorite show ever. But like my favorite show ever is This Is Us, and I've just been itching to watch it because I love that show so much. Like I think it's absolutely brilliant, and I feel like if I did watch that show, I could just like give you guys like a little series where I update you guys each episode, and just like every season there's a new video. Every season I post a new video, and I think that could be really cool. But I'm not doing that right now. It's probably gonna be like 6 months, or like I'm gonna try to wait as long as I can. But like I'm so obsessed with that show. What else do I want to watch? I want to watch, I guess, Creed 2 because like I do need to finish that up. What else? Wait, did I say that I watched Creed because I watched Sinners and I really liked Sinners. And I just wanted to watch another Michael B. Jordan film. So there's that. What else? I love drink this water. Wait, plus my what's called water bottle. See, like this thing fell off, and now I'm so mad because like now I don't have water bottle, and I'm just like, bro, this is really annoying. I don't know. I've just been thinking about that. And I'm just like, there's like this little top and this little, and it's like, see, bro, clean off. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but like, yeah, you can see it more here. Whatever, that's not something that matters. What else do I want to watch? I want to watch Oppenheimer. I said I was gonna watch Oppenheimer like last time I updated you guys, but I never did. Cause I just haven't been watching movies in college, and so yeah, that's just been a thing. Cause like, yeah, unless I'm watching it with my friends in some sort of theater or something, because I just long form content, it's just like it's not working for me because like I have places to be. Even when I'm filming this video, I have places to be, which there's a lot to do in college, but this is not like a little update video, which actually there's no update video. I might as well just keep talking. But anyways, I'm so tired of college, but like whatever. So I just don't watch movies. What else do we have that I want to watch? But like I don't think I'm gonna watch Oppenheimer and close to what's called in the near future because like college. Actually, unless I do it when I go home for a break. What else is there? I don't know. I had a whole thing where I was like, oh my gosh, let me watch kids movies and stuff, and maybe I will do that. Maybe I will. I don't know. I think that's all for like what I want to watch. I feel like, is there anything related to like therapy commercials, like my novel or anything? I don't think so. I think those are just like the only things I want to watch. And so yeah, thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, do whatever. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.